Happy Friday, guys! Welcome to today's live stream. For anyone who is new, my name is TJ and I stream Flight Sim Adventures every Friday at 1 PM UTC. A big hello to P, Parasso, Layla and Rensemiddel. I believe you guys are watching. So, in a desperate attempt to spread the love of all things Flight Simulator, guys, I have an important announcement. I'm going to move the time of the stream to 7 PM UTC from next week onwards. So the Americans don't have to get up early, the British aren't at work, and the temperature is below 1,000 degrees in the Middle East. It does mean my Japanese viewers, my many Japanese viewers, will be disappointed, as the stream will now be at 4 AM their time instead of 10 PM, which, thinking about it, is pretty terrible timing either way, and probably why I don't actually have any viewers from Japan. Oh, you may have noticed, I also have a brand new spotlight, which is currently blinding me in my right eye. So thank you, donators, for helping me improve the quality of the stream and pay my optician bills. Anyway, onwards, guys. Today we are flying the 737 Ultimate across India from Mumbai to Delhi. Plane for world's rotation. Exactly right. We have photo scenery as usual, guys, and I haven't flown this plane for a while on stream. So let's get started and let's jump inside, guys. So let's grab our battery, our standby power, our ground power. There we go. In the Ultimate, you have to turn the packs off. There we go. We'll go down to our FMC, which should be up. Lovely. We'll go to the menu. Get rid of all this rubbish. We'll go to our fuel and weight. So the fuel today we need, guys, is going to be 9.5. We want a takeoff weight of about 74,000 here. Wow. And a zero fuel weight of 65. So we are going to need... hello, hey Cobalt, you're right, man. Going to need about another 18 or something on top of this. Wow. 15... 20, should we go with 23, so what that gets us to? 73.9, yep, that's close enough. Lovely, okay, that's our fuel and weight done, guys. We also need to go to start our flight leg, so we get the right sound effects and stuff like that. And I believe we also have some announcements. There we go, let's welcome everybody on board. So let's get our window heat. There we go. Our trim air can go on. We'll get our fuel pumps on engine 1 over here. We're going to get our IRS over to nav on both of those, guys. Let's go to our init ref. We'll get our GPS left position and we'll just pop that right there. Okay, let's start up this APU. Just hold this down for a few seconds. The mouse is off center with what you're pressing. Yeah, OBS does that for some reason. I don't really know why, man. But just look at the switches. Just look at the switches that I'm pressing, and hopefully it should make sense. Yeah, it's a weird thing that it happens to do. I'm not really sure. Anyway, APU is starting up. Let's briefly take a look, guys, at this plane from the outside. So it's terrible weather here today. But at least we have the brand new Airport Environment HD2, which makes everything look a lot nicer right there. Some good looking tarmac. This is Jet Airways. It is it's an Indian airline, I believe. Jet Airways, exactly. There we go. So still waiting for that APU, guys. But it will soon be started. Once we get into, there we go, once we get into the air, we'll do a tour of the plane and that kind of thing. 1, 2, there we go. APU bleeds, APU bleeds, APU bleeds is somewhere in the plane. I got this. Got this. APU, there we go, is going to be another awkward moment where you where you forget where your APU bleed is. On the right. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It's this one here, isn't it? Next to your packs. Yeah, I thought it was. Ah, there we are. APU bleed is on, guys. Ground power can go off there. Let's get these fuel pumps on. There we go. Actually, we don't need the sensor. There's going to be nothing in it. Let's pop the electrics for the pumps on there. DC bus dial goes one up from the bottom there. We'll go down to... yeah, I have been off the Boeings for a while, man. I've been flying the Airbuses. The thing is, I got confused between the bleed and the gen. There we go. Airbus, right. We are going from VABB and we're going to VIDP. Lovely, there we go. We are JAI 1103 as usual. Lovely. So let's get our departure and arrival from here. I'm fairly sure you don't say this departure anal 1A, but there we go. It's this departure anyway, guys. Taking runway 27, toe tip transition, and we'll activate and execute that. Let's go to our route page. Okay, we're going to take an airway. We are taking Q1 over to Dipas. There we go, over here, and execute that. And the arrival, exactly, you've got to say it like that, right? That's how you say it. It's for anal departure. A cool feature of the current Ultimate, it is up to date indeed. Go to the ACARS option in the FMC menu, and it gets you the meta from the airports you radio for. That's cool. I'll look at that in a minute. Cool, from VIDP, guys, we're taking Akbar to Bravo with the Dipas transition, and going to go for the ILS on 27, hopefully. There we go. Let's execute that. Okay, let's just check our route is all good. There we go. We've got Dipas, Akbar, missed approach out to there. No gaps in our flight plans, no duplicates. CI final. Sweet. That is all good, guys. Our route is in there. That's our departure and arrival. So let's go to our... I know. Arnold. Who knows? Anyway, let's get our zero fuel weight. Got no reserves. A cost index today of 50. Cruising altitude is going to be 310. There we go. And let me just pop over to SimBrief and pick up our. Let me pick up our weather for our destination here, guys. So my briefing for this flight is going to be, I believe currently, what have we got, 087 and 020 for the winds, and I believe the ISODEV is currently 17. So that's what I got last time I checked. There we are. So that is our perf page. That is our perf page right there, guys. Cool, let's execute that. Let's go our M1 limit, get our outside air temperature. Let's go to takeoff, go flaps 5, grab our center of gravity, and get our V speeds from here. Cool, that's all good. So let's see, guys, if we have, the weather is awful, like I said. Let's see if we have any ATC online. We do not. That's a nice empty box. Cool. So we'll get rid of that. We'll pop down to here. These are like so dark now, these radio panels. Okay, so 122.8 for our radios. Okay, Matt, I'll see you soon, man. Grab your lunch. Our ILS for 27 is 110.50. There we go, 110.50, guys, and 110.50. over here. So that's our nav 1 and our nav 2 radios. Okay, it's time to push back, guys. So let's get our better pushback truck.
Ground to cockpit. Please show me where you want to go.
Okay, there we go. So whenever you see a channel on that box, you get
Ground
scared.
to cockpit. Tow is driving up.
I'm also, what we're going to do, guys, is I'm just going to get rid of our ground handling here so we don't accidentally take it with us. I'm not sure if they fixed this now, so it automatically removes itself, but we'll just remove our ground handling there. Okay, lovely. So as our little truck drives up here, guys. With our pushback man connect, our flight time today, guys, should be about 2 hours 10 minutes. We are flying on VATSIM, and we should have photo scenery most of the way, like I said, which is pretty cool. So we'll let our little pushback truck connect here, and then we're going to be off to the runway, guys. That is the best name for an airline, Jet Airways. Exactly, right? If you're going to call your airline something, you know, it's like calling your taxi company like Car something. Yeah, Jet Airways is a good name for an airline, and it's also a really, really nice livery too. There we go. Yeah, I've been away from the Boeings for a while, apart from a brief flight earlier this week in the Zebo. But it's nice to be back, especially with the new updates of the Ultimate and the Zebo itself. So yeah, it's pretty cool. Anyway, parking brake goes off, guys. Let's go.
Starting pushback, and you may start engines.
Catering is truck food. We had our we had our little pushback truck. Maybe Matt's gone to get his lunch from the galley. There we go. Okay, so let's do our pushback, guys. Before I get too distracted, guys, we need to get our engine started. So we'll get engine 2 over to ground, and let's pop some fuel into engine 2. There we go. Watch that come up. Hopefully the M1 will rise, and all will be well. Welcome back, Matt. What have you got for lunch, man? What have you got for lunch, dude, as we start these engines? I have literally, like, I had a pot noodle for breakfast, and I'm currently eating Haribo, so yeah, not the greatest thing, not the greatest choice. But my wife is away, so I've kind of stopped eating properly. I'm just eating junk. Spencer planned tonight with beer and pizza, and I'll watch. Is it Saturday? It's Friday. Damn it. Gonna spend tomorrow night with beer and pizza and Captain Canada, I think. So fuel engine 1. There we go. We'll watch this one come up here, guys, from our wing view.
Operation complete.
Hello, Venkatesh. Welcome, sir. How are you doing? Set parking brake. Yep, there we go. Setting my parking brake. Setting my parking brake. There we are. Parking brake set. Sweet.
Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
Engine 1 is coming up nicely there, guys. Sweet. It's a Polish meal. I love pierogi. Yes, your nan just made dumpling with potato. Yeah, I love pierogi, Matt. It's amazing, man. I ate a lot of it when I was in Warsaw, and I've eaten a lot of it since as well. But the stuff you get from Asda is crap, and I can't make it myself. Hey, you're welcome, Venkatesh, man. I'm glad you. Hopefully you enjoyed this flight, and I'm glad I could do something a bit different and fly in India, man. So let's pop up to our top panel. This one, there we go. Cool. Our engine bleeds, I believe, also need to go off here, go on here, sorry.
Disconnected and
APU bleed off.
Has been removed.
Pats
signal will be
to
on the
auto.
Right. We'll see you next time, and have a great
Cool.
flight.
APU can go off properly here. There we are, lovely. Cool, let's get that yaw damper on. Emergency exit lights on. Parking brake is obviously set. Lights, what are we going to go for? I'm just going to go for logo anti-collision. We'll pop that on. Cool. Lovely. I'm amazed you can pronounce it. Yeah, man. One of my friends has sort of Polish lineage, so we stayed at his grandpa's apartment when we visited there. I'm amazed. Which 737? This is for 737 Ultimate. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, back to the flight, guys. FD and FD. Lovely. ILS frequencies are set. The course for the runways is 271, guys. There we go. 2567. Cool. And we'll do this on taxi lights. Sadly, you have to watch in 480p. Damn it. Oh, you're in a Polish village watching. Of course you are, man. Damn. Course is 271. Yeah, I'll stick the taxi lights on just to keep you happy, Matt. 2, 1. There we are. Not required. There we go. I'll go with not required in the day. Cool. We are flying Jet Airways, sir. This is an Indian airline, I believe. So we're flying Jet Airways today. There we go. It's a beautiful livery. Looks really, really nice. Okay. Takeoff trim, guys. We need to set here 5.36. Sort of there, I guess. MCP. Get the bank angle up on the MCP so we can make those tighter turns. Some airlines don't even use them. Ryanair use landing lights. There we go. Cool. Altimeter is 1001 here today. There we go. I'm not sure if this is automatically set on the Ultimate. It's not, but I know it is on the Zebo. You can sync them now. There we go. 4, 3, 2. X-Plane, stop this. Why does X-Plane do this thing where it just like won't let go of your mouse? Please stop. Please stop this. This is so weird. Why? Alright, look. So the other guy doesn't get his altimeter set. Whatever, it's fine. So there we go. Here in Poland, visiting my family. Of course you are, man. Last week, and a wedding. Sweet, enjoy. Last week you travelled Mumbai to Mangalore in Jet Airways. Oh, very cool. Okay, let's grab our squawk. Let's get our squawk in. It's in this panel, but you can't really see. But we need to get it over to TARA here. Lovely. Gonna get our minimums. I'm gonna say 150. I don't know what the mins are, but I'm gonna set them to. 150 here, guys. For our decision height in wherever we're going. 8, 9. Lovely, mins are set. I'm going to see if I can get this altimeter to behave itself again. Gonna go to. So this thinks it's now 24,000 feet below the ground because X-Plane does the thing where you click on something and even though you click away, it goes no, I think you're still clicking on it. So there we go. Thank you, X-Plane. I'm just going to get this back up to our correct altimeter of 1001, and then we can get our weather radar and that kind of thing on, which should be quite interesting to see. There should be quite a lot of interesting weather out there today, hopefully. There we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stay. Good. Lovely. So what's Jet Airways like to travel on then? What is Jet Airways like to travel on? Okay, so I'm going to go for our weather radar, and I want our data on as well. Also going to just zoom this out a little bit here to about 20 miles. Lovely. Get rid of that. Cool. Very important, guys. Cabin altitude needs to go up to 31,000 feet. You don't want to be blacking out when we get up to the top. 31,000 feet. Lovely. Get the probe heat going on. There we are. Speed initially, I'm going to set this to our V2 of 155. 345. Lovely. Cool. I got to fly the Jet Airways 350. Cool. I can do that. Get the auto brake over to rejected. There we go. Set our altitude 31,000 feet. 789, 31,000. Cool. Gonna go LNAV, VNAV, set my flaps, guys. The auto throttle. Breathing is overrated. Alrighty, guys. So here we are. We're gonna taxi left and go back to 27 here today. So there we go, guys. Let us go. Alrighty, so I've told you guys about the flight time today. Like I said, it should be about 2 hours 10 minutes gate to gate. Always takes a while to set up the 737. It's a more, I guess it's a more complex aircraft to start from the Airbuses, but once you get in the air, there is a lot less to do, so I can just kind of hang out with you guys, which will be cool. These are the weirdest taxi lines. I'm really liking the way that this new this airport environment add-on looks as well. Looks really, really nice. So I'm going to take a left onto this taxiway here. And we'll head ourselves out to runway 27, guys. I don't know what VATSIM ATC is like in India. I don't know if there's like a lot of it. But we'll see. We'll see if we get anybody online. We'll find out. I like the new sounds. I think they've changed the engine sounds on these, which is really cool. You'll hear them when we take off, hopefully. I've sort of turned the sounds up of the X-Plane on the stream as well, so hopefully you guys should be able to hear it a little bit better as we get ourselves out to 27 here. I like the brakes in these planes too. Like, it doesn't just put the parking brake on when you press your brake button. It actually uses the toe brakes, which is much nicer. I always feel like I have to squeeze it harder to sort of get them to bite, but there we go. Alright, so this is our runway up here, guys, and then we'll be off into the weather, into these horrible, foggy, cloudy skies here.
27.
Oh man, taxiing is boring, man. Just get out to the runway and get in the air. Right, there we are.
On runway 27.
I make games, I'm mad, yeah I do. I deal with Unreal Engine, dude. That's you have to be mad to deal with Unreal Engine. Okay, I'm just gonna get our wipers intermittent here. Should be just fine. Okay, let's make sure these brakes are off, guys, as we begin our takeoff roll. And gonna go throttle up here. Gonna hit the toga button or the takeoff button. Lovely, let's go, guys. Let us go. I'm also pretty mad, I guess, being a teacher. Not many people are daft enough to do that, I tell you.
80 knots.
Go, throttle hold. It's quite high V speed today, guys. Very high V speed.
V1, rotate.
Rotate. That seems okay. It's not too windy. It's quite a heavy plane here, guys. There we go. Positive rate. Gear up. Cool. Get those flaps up. Grab our auto. We're not above 400 yet. Grab our autopilot when we're at 400. Wait, what? Wait. Okay. I'm just gonna pause here. It seems to be completely ignoring my stick inputs. Okay. What are you doing? Just make sure that autopilot.
40, 30.
V1. Rotate.
Alright, not really sure what happened there. X-Plane had some kind of fit, but we're back, guys. We're all good.
400.
There we are. 400. Get rid of that. Autopilot. Problem solved, guys. Lovely. Job done.
1000.
What the hell, X-Plane? What is wrong with you? We'll get some anti-ice on. What the hell, man? get our auto brake over to max here, guys. There we go. What the hell is wrong with you, X-Plane? There we go. Auto brake, spoilers, anti-ice, flaps. It's fine. We didn't touch the buildings. It's all good. We're in the air. There we go. Sometimes I wish I'd bought P3D, but whatever. Oh, all right. So we took off, guys. We've taken off from. We've taken off from Mumbai in India, guys. We've got everything right. X-Plane had some kind of fit there, clearly. But there we are. We are into the skies, safely climbing out. We've got our LNAV, VNAV, autopilot turned on. All is looking good here. There we go. Cool. Lovely. LNAV, VNAV speed. This is fine. Make our right turn. Start our right turn here. Apparently we have fuel in that centre tank, so I'm going to pop the pumps on. There we go. Cool. And X-Plane. Oh my god. Seriously, man, what? Okay, let's get these over to standards, guys. I'm glad we could save that. I'm not really sure what happened there, but it's all good. Weird. Anyway, that is us until cruise, guys. Sort of like a parabolic flight there. Take off, level off, and back up. Oh, Jesus. Some Haribo to calm my nerves now. That was a tragic shot of a 737 pointing at the buildings. But I thought I've just spent half an hour setting the plane up. I'm not being bloody bowled out by X-Plane deciding it doesn't like my joystick for no reason at all. Just pause it. Reset everything. And then pull up like mad on the stick. But it's cool, guys. It's cool. We're good. We're flying. Since the large, huge error, we now have contact with the VATSIM weekly guy. Sent him a link. Oh dear. Nice. There we go. So what happened is we were taking off and we were pitching up and like all was well. About 200 and something knots. I pull back on the stick and X-Plane decides that it wants to ignore my flight stick. So we basically paused while we were facing some buildings. I just like kind of reset the autopilot, I think. I mean, it wasn't on, but I reset it anyway. And we unpaused, I pulled back on the stick and we managed to clear the buildings, but Jesus Christ, X-Plane, what the hell, man? What the hell, seriously? But it's no fun if X-Plane or Streamlabs doesn't try to screw us somewhere along the way, huh? My VATSIM weekly guy, what happened? I don't know, ask Matt. It's cool, guys, we've got some therapeutic Haribo, we're all good. This weather is insane, can you hear that? So, usually I'd like to take in some scenery and have some wing views going on here, but the weather is just absolutely shocking, guys. Absolutely shocking. It's insane. Wow. Haribo lunch, exactly, Matt, exactly. Well, I'm here to entertain you guys, it's all good. So, right, we can't see anything outside. We're climbing up to 31,000 feet in heavy weather. Always looking good in the flight deck, guys. Let's do the obligatory cabin tour here. I believe... there we go, some weird left-right thing in this. Cool. Can we, like, get cabin lighting going on here, sort of thing? Let's have a look. What have we got? We've got cabin lighting here. Ooh, ceiling LEDs. Go on, I'm gonna go red. White bright, cruise. I don't know, whatever. Whatever. I figured there's some lights on in here. So, this is the interior of the Ultimate. They've changed a few textures and that kind of thing. Oh, we do have red lighting. Nice, nice. Green lighting. Let's go to some cool blue lighting, guys. There we are. Look at this. Just sent him a link timestamp and said it was awesome. Oh, Matt. Matt, what the hell, man? You're killing me, dude. You're killing me. I try and be all professional. You know, I try and like teach you guys, and then I look a fool because X-Plane is stupid. It's all good fun, man. It's all good fun. Oh, I'm still getting over it. I'm still getting over it, dude. What the hell? So anyway, guys, this is the cabin of the 737 Ultimate. Found nice TV screens. I don't think they give you any info now. I think they've temporarily removed that. Those are some live from Mangalore. Exactly, man. Yeah, these are some gnarly armrests. Let's have a look. Yeah, right. Bit dirty. I feel like it needs a clean. You know, I feel like the plane definitely needs a clean. But there we are. We'll leave the flight deck door open. Who even cares? As we walk back towards our seats here. So who have we got in these seats? We've got Matt, Rensemiddel, Layla. Who else have I forgotten, guys, on my donators list? ANDREI, of course. There we go. We've got 4 seats filled in this cabin, guys. Got plenty of room left for donators and such. So there we go. Back to the flight deck. Let's grab a look out the window. We finally cleared these horrible clouds under some nice blue skies, and there we are, climbing out of Mumbai. We are currently at 14,000 feet, sir. Should say up top. I thought the wipers were meant to turn themselves off after a certain height, but there we go. Yeah, you know what I've noticed is that on streams, right, that I watch and that I've done, the only problems people ever have are with X-Plane being stupid. So like, they've done everything right, and then X-Plane will crash, or like, what was it last week when we were flying the that Cirrus thing, and I thought, okay, I'll just set my vertical speed down a bit as we were on approach. And then I move my mouse away and X-Plane keeps turning the vertical speed dial. Just like with the altimeter over here, it just kept turning it. X-Plane does some weird stuff, man. Do you really think Poem would design that system? Looked like they turned themselves off, but I guess not. Yeah, they were still going, man. They were still going. Airbus doesn't turn them off, let alone Boeing. I thought they did, but there we are. There we are. My mistake. But yeah, it's not the Boeing systems you have to worry about, man. It's the X-Plane ones. It's got some quirks. I mean, it is the best sim, and there's some high quality aircraft available for it, but my god, it's got some quirks that you have to watch out for. But it's still better than P3D. So, there we go. I did the same, yeah. I also pulled the parachute the first time I flew the Cirrus, and it was fun. We all died. Outside view, of course, yeah. We've done wind views, we've done flight decks. Let's do, it's smiling. The plane is smiling. I'm so happy. I like it. Let's grab our outside view here, guys, of Jet Airways 737 Ultimate. It's quite nice. It's a nice looking plane here. There you go. As we're flying over the photo scenery of India, guys. Can I send a link to the Jet Airways livery for the 737? If you just search for 737 Ultimate Jet Airways, you'll find a link to it. I don't have it to hand, but you will find a link to it, man. Okay, so we've got our top of climb coming up in about 30 miles or so. We're currently at 20,000 feet. Just being paranoid now and checking everything, making sure the altitude is set. It's all good. Lots of lovely blue lights up here. There we are. All is well, guys. All is well. Some gnarly old weather, but I do like the weather radar there for sure. It's very nice. At the end, guys, we'll take in some replays of the takeoff as well, I think, hopefully. Oh my god. There we go. So weird. So weird, man. It was something, I think it was something to do with that autopilot. Like, I clicked it, and obviously we weren't at 400, it wasn't meant to activate. But what it did do was remove my stick authority, I think. So there we go. There we go, guys. Fun, fun, fun. Just relax, enjoy the flight. It's all good. So as it's really loud out there, as it is really loud out there, we'll stay here and we'll look out the window from inside. The weather at Delhi is, let me just find it, and I will let you know. Weather at Delhi is 6 knot winds from 50 degrees, visibility of 2 miles, scattered clouds at 3,000, so not too bad. Not too bad, that's fine, we've got loads of fuel, shut up. 32 degrees, it is indeed, yeah. It is indeed. Crazy. So what were you saying about the, in the A-cars? Oh, cool. Okay. What's it's meant to do? Is it like meant to give you... Is it meant to come up here when you request the weather? Let's see what it comes up with. Or do we have to set... hang on, do we have to set something down here? Who knows? $126.40 for the Attis. So, alright. Let's try and grab the weather at Delhi, see if this new feature works. Stop that! Jesus. Okay, 126.40. 6. Let's start a world tour. Next stream's going to some quite interesting places actually. There we go. Here we are. So you had to set your frequency to the 80s frequency. Cool. And there it is, guys. 80s uplink for our destination airport. Gives you all the information here over 2 pages. Very cool. I like that. That's cool. Nice feature. Nice feature there. 100 subs world tour. Are we at 100 subs yet? Are we there? Who knows? Thinking of streaming some Fortnite, guys? Just you know, to celebrate 100 subs, just for a bit of fun. Are we at 100? Hey, 100 subs! Thank you to my subscribers, guys, for your subscriptions. It's much appreciated. So, yeah, why don't we possibly do like a Fortnite stream as a 100 sub celebration, eh? 101! Oh, nice, nice. You see, the people who have just subscribed, they've got their settings to private, so it's not coming up on Streamlabs. But thank you guys for subscribing, very much appreciated. If you do a world tour, you're forcing me to visit EPRZ. Cool. Where is that? Is that EPRZ Poland? How do you even pronounce that? South Poland's cool, man. Russia is U, isn't it? The codes start with U for Russia, I think. South Poland's cool. Yeah, we're heading out, doing something a little bit different over the next few weeks. We're heading out to the Middle East, so we're taking in Doha, Dubai, Oman, Abu Dhabi. We're basically flying Boeings and Airbuses and stuff around there. Fly to all the IKEAs you've created. Last week, man, we saw like 5 IKEAs in our flight. Zishovyesionka? Right? Shinkoya. It's where you fly into. Cool, man. Cool. Yeah, the only airport I ever flown to and out of in Poland and X-Plane is Warsaw, because it's literally the only one I know, and it's the only one I've been to in real life. Better fly to GMMN in Morocco. Is it any good? Hey Emma, how you doing? You alright? Welcome, welcome. We are flying the Ultimate today. We had some awful weather as we took off. X-Plane started ignoring my stick commands, but we solved it. It's all good. We got up safely. We managed to get it up on the anal departure. This is sounding dodgier and dodgier, guys. Let's just forget about the takeoff. All right, never happens. 2 runways can fit an A380, largest airport in Morocco. Cool, man. Awesome. Sounds good. You're good. Departing from Oslo to Gdansk. Sweet. What are you flying, Emma? This climb rate is terrible. We must be heavy, guys. Must be very heavy today. Gdansk, you've been here a lot. Nice airport in real life, Matt. Cool. Nice, nice. Matt, have you ever been to Poltusk? Yeah, we don't need these now. Cool. Well, toss time from LA to JFK, Heathrow, Frankfurt, Paris, Spain, Bologna, Baku, Dubai, Delhi, Japan, Malaysia, Sydney. Maybe at 1,000 subs, dude. Not decided, possibly 727 or A320. You're flying at 4 PM. Cool. So Poltusk is a weird place, Matt. It's a really weird place, man. So we went there and it has like this old, I told you this, but it has this old Soviet-style train station. Take a lot 767, of course. Cool. Yeah, old Soviet-style train station, and there was like this old kind of 3-wheeled sort of moped thing with an engine outside. It was like kind of stepping back in time. It was a really, really awesome experience to see it. Alrighty, so we should have some fuel left. Good. 7 nautical miles to the top of the climb. I very much doubt that, given how heavy we are. And look, it's basically leveled off. Jesus. Alright, I tell you what, as we are so heavy, we are going to change our cruising altitude over here to where we currently are. There we are. We're going to cruise at 270, guys. You could take a lot 767, but shush. They just sent off the last 300 ERs. Oh, cool. There we go. Okay, so we're all good. We're on our VNAV path at 27,000 feet. We were so heavy we just could not get up to 31,000, guys. Insane. Sweet. So let's just step through this a little bit now. Go over to plan. F1 news, Fernando Alonso will retire from F1. Yes, he is, isn't he? He is, man. Just step through this, make sure it's all good. There we go, we've got our top of descent there. Route into the airport. Sweet, all is well. Back to our map. What's our final altitude here? 2600, we'll get that dialed in. Holding on to his clicks again, X-Plane. Holding on to those clicks, nice. Really got a problem with that today. But it is a beta aircraft, so fair enough. Okay, so that's our approach height set. Let's grab an announcement, guys.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again from the flight deck, we'll level off now at our cruising altitude. We're going to go ahead and
okay, you're off Parasso. Thank you for watching, man. I will see you at landing, sir. We are all set up. Glad you could join us as well, Parasso. Thank you, man. And there we go, let's check out some views from these, now we've done all the button pressing, let's check out these views from the clouds, guys. Not a lot of scenery on offer today. But I was going to offer my thoughts on the Ultimate, wasn't I? So apart from the oddities that we've seen, it's looking really nice. The cabin is beautiful. The systems are obviously Zebos, so they're pretty good. It's a good plane. I enjoy flying it. Happy days. The weather in the UK, Venkatash, is... I should look out my window and let you know. It's sort of scattered cloud, like it's not stupidly hot or sunny. Just kind of normal, normal British weather, blue skies and clouds. I've got my aircon on, I don't know what temperature it is outside. I'm told it's 19 degrees outside. There we are. Cool. Yeah, it's certainly not as hot in the UK as it is in India, I can tell you that. Even though the weather in India is rubbish, it's a lot warmer there. It's a lot warmer there. So there we go. Cruising along, guys. Cruising along. Let's just pop this out so we can see a little bit further. 80 miles or so. Progress is looking good. Everything is looking good here. Nice, nice, nice. Top of descent, it's due at 9:05. Should be in about 40 something minutes or so, guys. Sweet. So the flights that we're going to be doing in the Middle East are quite short, like they're only about an hour or so long. Pretty much as soon as you get up to your top of climb, you cruise for like 5 minutes, and it's time to descend again. So it would be really cool for showing all the procedures and stuff like that, with not too much time spent just sat in the air looking out the window, which is fine. It's nice. It's nice to look out the window in the air if the weather is good. But when you're just looking at clouds, it's like, what am I meant to look at, guys? You know. I'm going to pop terrain on this one, as well as data. There we are, sweet. Going to run out of Haribo. Going to run out of Haribo, guys, before the end of the stream. So if anyone wants to donate a pack of Haribo, like not money, but literally turn up with a pack of Haribo, that'd be awesome. So you could like email it or something. That'd be cool. Today you started your journey from Heathrow to JFK and FSX, and you're in the middle of the ocean. Yeah, I've done the transatlantic stuff a few times, which is really it's kind of cool if you're doing it in a supersonic plane for sure, because it's only like a 2-hour flight. I did it once in the 737. I think I did it once. I kind of set it up, left the computer, and then kind of left it and came back for landing. So yeah, I haven't done a long transatlantic flight for a while for sure. Yeah, it was a Blackbird, and we also did, was it a Tupolev or something? No, that was from Russia. Fireflash, we did Fireflash from Thunderbirds. Because I remember when we were on approach, I forgot to I misclicked or something and I didn't put the GPS over to the localizer mode, so it didn't capture the glide slope. We've run around like 3 times. If it's going to happen, it's going to happen on stream, right? From Russia with love in Matupolev. That was it, man. That was it indeed. So yeah, enjoy your flight, Venkatash. Enjoy it, man. Proof that Concorde is king. Yes, you won the race. You did indeed, sir. You won the race to the UK, man. Awesome. Okay. Everything looks fine here. It'll be interesting to see what the visibility is like when we get back below these clouds. Hopefully it's not too bad. So I noticed that the Ultimate has different textures to the Zebo, does it? I've got the TK mod for the Zebo, so it's much darker, and I kind of prefer it. These aren't bad textures, they're certainly much better than the default though. Much better than the default. Heard that Rowan Atkinson is going to visit my house. As long as he brings Haribo with him, yeah, it's all good. He could bring Teddy as well, he's Mr. Bean, isn't he, Rowan Atkinson? He can bring Teddy, it's all good, man. We'll get Teddy doing the stream. I've been trying to persuade my wife to do flight sim streaming, man, like do this stream instead of me one day. Apparently I have to teach her how to fly a plane. And I'm like, well, just watch the streams, right? Or just get in and you just press the fly button, right? How hard can it be? So yeah, we'll see if I can persuade my wife to stream one day, guys. We'll see. That'd be good, man. It'd be good. We'll just do the Tolis A319 or something. Teach her to fly on stream. Get 2 webcams or something, and not Mr. Bean. I used to love Mr. Bean when I was a kid, man. I used to love Mr. Bean. Maybe that's what I'll do tonight. Beer, curry, and Mr. Bean. Who knows? Yeah, maybe I should. Maybe I'll teach her to fly on stream, man. That'd be cool. I've only got 1 chair. I've only got 1 chair. I'll work it out. Maybe I'll be sat in the background. I'll just sit in the background with like a microphone or something, so you can hear me. And then I'll have her sort of sat in my chair. That'd be cool. That would be cool. So she's kind of busy at the moment, man. Got a lot of stuff going on in her life, but I'll see what I can do. So if you saw the, well, she is currently at work, sir. She's away with work this weekend. So yeah, she's sometimes she's here when I'm streaming, sometimes not. Yeah, it'll be fun. It'll be fun, I think. Yeah, we might. Like I said, guys, you went for a job with one of the highest amounts of holiday. I did, yeah. I'm part-time as well, man. I don't teach full-time, man. I teach part-time, so yeah, it's nice to have that work-life balance, dude. It really is. I think if you're teaching full-time, I think it's too much. Like you wouldn't have a life at all. Whereas teaching part-time, you have the time to kind of do the other stuff that comes with the job. And you obviously get the holidays, so it's a nice balance for sure. I'm in for a couple of days next week, but then after that I've got another 2 weeks off, so sweet. But yeah, I might randomly do a Fortnite stream later on, guys, just for the hell of it. We'll see. We'll see. If you see me pop up, swing by and say hello. And watch how much I suck at Fortnite. Also, when I play Fortnite, I don't like buy any of the stuff. I just kind of, because like there's no advantage to buying stuff. It's just if you want to look nice, which I think is great, because it levels the playing field for everybody. But yeah, I don't like spending real money on pretend stuff, like pretend costumes and stuff. Not my cup of tea, man. Speaking of schools, just got an email. Results are available from the 24th. It's so close. 24th. Is this BTEC exam results or something, Matt? Or BTEC final results? I thought the exam results came out when the A-levels did. Or is it GCSE? Are you doing GCSE? Did I visit India in real life? No, I have not visited India in real life, sir. It's too hot for me. Far too hot for me. I do love curry. I've heard there's some good food over there. From what I've seen of programs about India, there seems to be some absolutely amazing foods. But yeah, I have not visited India in real life, sir. Is it GCSE? Are you doing a GCSE, Matt? Is it? Is it English or Maths or something like that? Fair enough. Cool, man. Gotta go again, damn. Cooked a curry and it took 2 days. How? Is that like a slow cooker? You just kind of left it to cook for 2 days or something? What? King Chicken Tikka Boona, that sounds amazing though, man. Oh, I want a curry. I have, actually in the fridge, I have a volcanic vindaloo from Morrison's. It's one of the few things they actually have in stock. I got a volcanic vindaloo in there, which is bloody amazing actually. I love those, they're really, really hot. So I'm going to have that later on, I think. So what did your curry taste like, Matt? Was it any good? Don't mention, sir. I am smaller than you. Day 1, you make the curry sauce and start the chicken marinating. Day 2, you make the curry. Was it good? Was it good though? Was it worth it? You know, the worst, like the worst curry experience of my life. I used to live in like used to share a house with a few other guys I worked with, and one of them made this amazing curry one day, and it was really, really good. He made it in like the sort of authentic silver bucket thing, whatever it's called, right? And it tasted incredible. But he then left the bucket on the side with the remnants of the curry in it. It was a lamb curry. Left the remnants of the curry in that for 5 days. Yeah, he left this cooked lamb curry in a container in a warm kitchen for 5 days on the side. I got the job of throwing it out. It's literally, I was gagging the whole way, like carrying it the whole way out, like at arm's length, and literally almost threw up as I was disposing. I was chucking this lamb curry onto the driveway. Out of this bucket, and I think in the end I just kind of chucked the bucket behind a tree on our driveway and just ran away from it. It was just horrendous. You have no idea how bad 5-day-old lamb curry smells, dude. Never again. Your curry was pretty good. It was the best you've ever had, but it was up there. Sweet. Wasn't the best you've ever had. It's cool, man. I'd imagine there's some good curry houses in North London, man. There certainly were when I lived out that way. My favourite curries are all from that area. Yeah, no worries. What was the best day in your life? Oh, Jesus, man. I meant to say my wedding in case my wife is watching. I don't know, man. I don't know. That's a tough question. I'll come back to you on that, dude. I'll come back to you. It would also be a tough question to ask for best food day in my life. Like, I don't know. It's tough. Tough call, man. Tough call. Mrs. TJ Fly tune away from a moment. Yeah, I'm not sure if she's watching. I'm not sure if she is watching, man. Like I say, she's. I think she's at work and she's got a lot on, man. She's in London at the moment. Maybe the day I got my first teaching job, because I'd like quit. I'd quit software development, and I didn't really know what I was going to do with my life. So I'd sort of decided that I was either going to be a teacher or I was just going to go and like work in a retail or something. So I'd applied for a retail job and a teaching job, and I was offered both jobs on the same day, but I was offered the teaching job first. So I took the teaching job. Could have been very different if the other company had phoned me up earlier. So yeah, teaching is my getting my teaching job was a good day for sure. That was far too serious, guys. There we go. How about that? TOD, where are we? How far are we from TOD, guys? TOD about half an hour or so. Cool, man. I make a damn good curry, Matt. I make a damn good curry, man. I mean, all I do is I literally buy supermarket sauce and then chuck every seasoning on the shelf into it and kind of just mix it up and eat it, but it's good. It's always good. There are 3 people on board. Who's going to be the flight attendant? Matt? Although it's an Indian flight, maybe you, Venkatesh? I think Purasso is out the back making us some curry. You asked your uncle for his recipe for a tikka buna. Since his are great, he just said to mix the Sainsbury's sauces together and move on. That's what I do. God damn it, Nightbot! Oh, Nightbot, what are you doing? Is that because capital letters, wasn't it? Fine, whatever. Stupid Nightbot. But yeah, you yeah. That is absolutely right. That is not the best way to make an authentic curry, is it, man? But that's how I make a curry, and it seems to work. Yeah, dance with Nightbot. You tell him, Matt. You tell him exactly that. Jesus. He's a bit kind of overzealous, that bot, really. He's useful. Don't get me wrong. He's useful, but he's very overzealous indeed. That guy. So, as you'll know, if you're on the Discord, I've been trying to decide what planes to buy recently. With version 2 of everything supposedly coming out so soon, I'm kind of waiting for something good to come out. But I do want to spend those donations on some new planes for you guys. But yeah, just waiting for the new improved versions of them, man. Cobalt Skies is good in cooking. You'd be best for flight attendant. Oh, don't! We're not going down that path. We are not going down that path, man. But yeah, I think you're right. I think Matt should be the flight attendant. He can cook us some curry. Yeah, let's not go towards that whole he/she thing, man. Stay away. Stay away. And not even touching that path, exactly, dude. There we go. We are. Cool. Wind is at 101 degrees, 23 knots. Fuel is looking good. Sweet. Got loads of fuel in that. Happy days. I don't know whether you're a boy or a girl. Yes. Yeah, his name is Matt, so I'd always imagined he was a fella. I may be wrong. You never know these days. Appears to be some kind of cartoon pony as well, which is cool. Plot twist. Yeah, there we go. It's all good, man. Whatever people want to be, it's all good. I'd forgotten how how long this flight was, man. It's something like 400 miles, wasn't it? Crazy. But yeah, the Middle East stuff we're doing are it's all fairly short flights. We're doing the 1 hour destination. A little bit less, yeah, a little bit less than that. 9:06. Yeah, I'd say about 45 minutes until we're down and parked for sure. So what are we flying? We're flying the A319 next week, Doha to Dubai. The 737 Zebo, Dubai to Oman after that. A350 Oman to Abu Dhabi after that. And then 747 Abu Dhabi to Doha. And then we'll take the Falcon 7X across the UK as well. So that's the plan for the next few weeks, guys. Hopefully, as entertaining as it is when X-Plane tries to screw us, it'd be nice if it didn't. So yeah, should be a good show, guys. Should be a good few shows. We've got some amazing scenery for Dubai and Abu Dhabi, of course. We've got photo sceneries and sort of all the buildings, the skyscrapers, the Burj Khalifa, that sort of thing. It's really cool flying over the deserts as well. Really cool scenery. It's certainly different to the fields and the houses we usually fly over. So very much looking forward to all that stuff, guys. Yeah, I thought I'd go back to airliners because, the last couple of weeks I've been flying kind of weird stuff that I haven't really practiced enough in, to be honest. But airliners, by and large, I know quite well, so I just get in, fly them. And bar X-Plane being stupid, we have fairly smooth, relaxed flights. That's the plan, trying to bring you guys quality for the streams. I did brush my hair, but for some reason it's just gone all wrong, so my hair, I've been adjusting it the whole time, it just looks awful. But whatever. I'm usually much better looking than this, guys, I promise you. Mind your ears, everybody. Sorry, is that too loud, guys? My apologies. I didn't know if I'd how loud it was on the stream. We'll pop back in here. It's all good. Pop back in here. So I know I do still turn the sound down slightly when I stream, so I didn't know how loud it was. But if it's too loud, we will stay away from that view, guys. We'll stay away from that view. Go. So this is the this is the calm before the storm, guys. Literally the storm, given the weather down there. I just got a message off a friend actually, and he was saying that there's been some concept art for the new Metal Gear Solid movie. I'm a big gamer, so that was quite exciting. Is anybody else into games, Metal Gear, that sort of thing? But apparently there is a movie coming out of it, and some of the concept art looks incredible. So. Very much looking forward to that. But yeah, we've popped back inside the flight deck where it's kind of nice and chill and quiet. I just wanted to kind of show you guys some wing views in case you were getting bored of looking at clouds from the flight deck. But there we are. Yeah, man, the Metal Gear movie hopefully will be good. Go and look up the concept art for it, Matt. Check out the concept art; it's really cool. I'm a huge fan. I'm a huge fan of the games. It's like one of my all-time favorite game series. I bought the art book recently. They released a book of all the art from the first 4 games. So I bought that big old, like the size of my monitor book. Yeah, you should pick that up if you can find it on Amazon, dude. Oh, guys, no, the no cock waypoint, really. I don't know who named these waypoints and departures, but it must have been like a school child. It's just getting worse. It's getting worse, guys. No cock departure indeed. Waypoint, Jesus. There we go. Dearing me. Yeah, it does look cool, man. The film does look very cool. Hopefully it'll be quite true to the game. As long as it's quite true to the first game, I'll be happy. India's former Prime Minister died yesterday. Damn, man, I'm sorry to hear that. I had no idea. What was their name, man? Is it like a national week of mourning, something like that? The flags at half-mast, that sort of thing? Atal Bihari Vajpayee. Did I get that right? It's his name. He was 93 years old, but that's not bad. Yeah, he had a long life, man. Had a long life. I figure that's. Is that 1898? 2000? No. 1990? Oh, he was Prime Minister from 1998 to 2004. Cool. Got it. Cool. Is he fondly remembered by the people? down here. Cool. So staying at 270 for a little bit, and then we're descending around here. Cool, cool. Happy days. I never expected it to be cloudy in India. Like of all the places to have poor weather, I never thought we'd find it in India, guys. There we go. So if we pop out, we're back again. I believe we'll find Matt in the galley somewhere. That's not the galley, is it? There we are. We'll find Matt in the galley making us some tasty treats, some curries. The kitchens at the back. Do these even have like proper kitchens with microwaves and that? Must do. They must do some fairly long haul trips, right? He was born on 25th December and died 16th of August. Yes, it was your Independence Day. Yes, indeed. Actually, what I did, Venkatesh, to sort of celebrate that, is I went to concurring the plane galley. Would be interesting. 2 other units. Ah, man, fair enough. So yeah, what I did to celebrate your National Day, Venkatesh, was I went to my local Indian. It's actually an Indian restaurant. Like an Indian street food restaurant, and had some thalis and that kind of thing while I was there. So yeah, I did. Me and my wife, we celebrated your Indian National Day for sure. No fridges. So I guess for food, like even if it's like chicken ready meal, it doesn't need to be chilled, right? It's like that, you know, like those Meals on Wheels for old people. Is it like that? It's just like a freeze-dried food that you can store at ambient temperatures and it's still good. Weird. Space food on planes. There we are. There's cooler boxes. Fair enough. Cobalt skies. Get your pizza. Is that pizza down there? Who knows? Looks like pizza from here. Nice. Well, there we go. Matt's making us curry, but like airline food curry. A320. You get 2 oven units, a microwave, 3 fridges, and 1 cooler box. Well, that's much better. I should visit India once. Yeah. I really don't like hot weather. Like I really don't like hot weather. I can't deal with it, man. And also this may surprise you, but I don't like traveling on planes. Like I hate traveling as a passenger on planes. Yeah, I'm not good with flying. I'm not good with hot weather, but India looks like a beautiful country with some beautiful food and scenery. Looks like an amazing place. So many sort of different things to see and do. And great people from what I've seen. But yeah, it may not happen, I'll be honest, sir. Yeah, that's the not good with plane travel. He said sitting in a virtual plane, exactly. That's the irony of it, though, isn't it, man? That's the irony, dude. I think what appeals to me about Flight Sim is that like it's all systems and stuff. You know, you press some buttons and some magic happens. You know, if it was something else instead of planes, I'd probably still enjoy it. But yeah, not a big fan of flying, I'll be honest. Like, was it 1 hour on a Dash 8? I spent 1 hour on a Dash 8 flying up to Glasgow not that long ago, and that was a fairly unpleasant experience. There we go. Yeah, I've only ever flown Ryanair and Flybe. I've only flown twice in my life. Ryanair and Flybe. I spend so much time in the virtual skies. Right now you're writing biology records. Is that what you're studying? Are you studying biology? You don't enjoy the subject? Matt flies 4 to 6 times yearly. It's quite a lot, actually. Always on Ryanair. Yeah, rather even me. It's not too bad if you get one of the newer planes. They have the sky interiors. Is that what's in this plane at the moment, isn't it? The sky interior. Much nicer than the old school ones. Actually, what started my love for flight sim was the first time I went on a plane. It was a Ryanair 737. I went there on a school trip. Of course, I got home, bought Flight Simulator. You know, downloaded it for Flight Sim. Flight Sim, was it 2004 as it was back then? And that's literally where my Flight Simulator experience started. Well, we are not too far now from our TOD. And I thank you, you fine gentlemen, for flying with me today. Certainly made it interesting and entertaining while we're cruising the clouds. You know, hopefully I've been entertaining you guys as well. Should have got more drinks with my Haribo. But yeah, hopefully you're enjoying the stream, guys. Certainly enjoying having your company up here. So shortly be descending, and then we will we'll be on our way in probably fairly terrible visibility to Delhi. Remember, guys, the stream next week. Streams are on Fridays, as you know, but the stream next week will be at 7 PM UTC, so that is 8 PM UK time as it stands. You are first Bachelor of Pharmacy, Venkatesh. My chat froze over there, so I'm on my phone now. There we go. First Bachelor of Pharmacy, you love your subject but you hate writing. That's really cool though, that's a good career. It's a very good career, there it's caught up now, to get into. Amazing, man. Amazing. So, what will you go on to do? What will you go on to do, Venkatesh, once you've finished your bachelor's degree? You're planning to go into R&D. Oh, awesome, man. Awesome. It's a really cool career. Is that a R&D for, I guess, pharmaceutical company, that kind of thing? Very cool. Very cool, Venkatesh. Alright, we've got some scenery over here, guys. I'm always surprised by just how kind of toasted the scenery looks around here. It's obviously not a very green... not sort of very green fields, not a lot of green fields, that kind of thing around here. Just because of the temperatures. But yeah, it looks warm down there. Looking out from a nice cool interior of our 737. Certainly looks hot as hell down there, guys. But yeah, Venkatesh, I wish you all the best of luck with your bachelor's degree and your career, man. And obviously I hope you'll continue to join me on the stream and tell me about it. Okay, so you can see our TOD has appeared there. We're going to have 3.8 tons of fuel left. Cool. How many pharmacy companies are there? We have a few. We have, the biggest one is GlaxoSmithKline. Who are based in Surrey, out Surrey way. They are one of the biggest in the UK. We have quite a few sort of companies who make generic pharmaceuticals, so who make them for pharmacies, that kind of thing, supermarkets. Who else do we have? I know we have a few. AstraZeneca, that's the other one I was thinking of. I've got AstraZeneca over here. So those guys are sort of the two big ones, the two big pharmaceutical companies, and they employ a lot of people in the UK. And then we obviously have got offices, smaller offices for some of the bigger companies as well. I used to work for a bodybuilding company who got bought by one of the pharmaceutical companies. I left shortly after that. So I was interested in bodybuilding, not pharmaceuticals. So yeah, I certainly have some exposure to that kind of company. The salaries. They're okay, I guess. They're okay. They weren't as good as like if you're a software developer. The salaries are always better if you work for a software company instead of any other company. So yeah, salaries were okay, but not as good as they were in some of the software companies I worked for. But obviously, if you're in the research and development side, I'd imagine the salaries in the pharmaceutical companies are very good indeed. So, yeah, definitely a good career for that kind of degree, definitely. Should we pop outside, guys, before we descend? Mind your ears! There we go. Alright, I'll pop this down to 40 or so for now. Here we are, guys. Shortly before our top of descent, dive through the clouds. Do the tillers work? Yes, sir, they do. They do indeed. You can actually set separate controls, so you can either control the tiller with your rudder, which is what I'm doing, or you can control the tiller with completely separate control. So yes, they do indeed work. You can configure that on the menus down here. Can't remember quite where. Maybe it's only in Mazibo. No, here it is. Yeah, nose wheel axis. There we go. So yeah, you can either choose that the tiller is controlled by your rudder controls or a separate control. Okay, TOD has only slipped by a couple of minutes, that's fine. We should have you on the ground down by 9:30 in less than half an hour, guys. Sweet. So we make one right turn onto the D-Pass transition. I do wonder if there's an IKEA down there. IKEA Deli. Traffic?
Traffic. Clear of conflict.
Good. Where was that traffic, guys? Jesus. Didn't even see him. There we are. At least the TA RA works. How about that? TCAS works. What course did I study? I studied computer graphics, sir. Studied computer graphics, and then I became a web developer, sort of a web software developer. Cloud apps, phone apps, that sort of thing, websites, web applications, all that good stuff. Oh, there we go. I see that IKEA has just opened in India, in Hyderabad. Very cool. There we go. I studied for 3 years. Studied my course for 3 years. That was for the university course was 3 years long. And then I worked for about 5.5, 6 years before I became a teacher. Okay, we'll pop this one down as well. There we are. Cool. Top of descent coming up, guys. How long is your course, Venkatesh? How many years do you have to study pharmaceuticals for? Right now I am a teacher, yes. I am indeed. Teach computing. I teach computing at a college, so it's kind of 16 to 19 years of age students there. Four years B Farm and 2 years M. You do an M Farm as well, cool. 6 years, then you're going to do a PhD. That is absolutely awesome, man. I wish you all the best of luck. That is amazing. But you'll be very qualified by the time you do finish. Okay, let's get our descent speech playing, guys.
Folks from the flight deck, we started at descent. Should have been grounded in about 15 minutes. Want to thank you so much for your company.
Hey, Glassnob. Yes, we are using headshake, sir. We are using headshake. As you'll see when we come into land, the plane moves around. We are using it. It's just very calm up here in the air. If I just double check. Yeah, you can see it's running here. So there we go, the plane has started slowing down for its descent, guys. Just keep an eye on everything here. Pop that down again, so we know where we're going. Small left turn before our descent. I didn't know whether to get headshake or XP realistic, but headshake seems to work just fine. Didn't someone say they'd broken XP realistic or something as well? Okay, and here we go, guys. We have started our descent. You can see us catching our descent path. Master caution for no reason. Happy days. Alright, so we won 12... Is that 12,000 above? In 36 miles. You can see us catching up with our descent path, it's all good. Sweet. Okay, what's 280 knots? We don't need to worry too much about that now. This is all fine. Once we hit our glide path and we nose up a little bit, the plane should slow down easily enough. Have you on the ground in 20 minutes or so, guys. All being well. Alright, let's pop out to the wings one last time as we descend. There we go, it's not quite as deafening when the plane's descending, is it? At least we can finally get a look at some of this scenery as we head through the clouds. We'll soon be in that soup just below us there. Very, very heavy fog that is currently down there. Jet Airways descend and maintain 10,000 feet. Yes, sir, we are. We are indeed. Okay, I'm going to stick with this view for now, guys, just because it looks so nice. Where are we? About 80 miles from our airport. It's gone quite quick. As you know, had you guys in here chatting? The flight's gone quite quick. Very much enjoyed it today, guys. So thank you again for your company on this flight. It's much appreciated, and I do hope that you're enjoying it here. Alright, what are we looking for? Still 280 here? Sweet. So we've got our decel point coming up fairly soon. So I'm going to stay with the flight deck view as we burst through these clouds before we begin our decel here. Do also...
International Airport information.
That's Aratis, guys. Cool.
800 Zulu weather. Wind 050 at 6. Visibility 2. Sky conditions 3000 scattered. 10,000 broken. Temperature 31. Dew point 27. Area QNH 998. Arriving runways 09, 10, 11. Departing runways 09, 10, 11. Advise on initial contact, you have X-ray.
There we go. The only problem with 09, guys, is that there's no ILS there. But alright, let's see if we can program in. Oh, there is an ILS for 09 apparently. Sweet. Okay, we'll take that. Let's take the ILS for 09. Okay, so hey Rensemiddel, have you been watching the whole time, man? We are flying in India. We are flying from Mumbai to Delhi. We are currently on approach to Delhi. The active runway is 09, so we're going to take 09 here. Just going to zoom this in as we head through the clouds as well. Okay, and there we are guys. Just heading through these clouds, almost at our decel point. Got a lot to do, with this bit, yeah. See if I can find the ILS frequency. They're going to have a boxing match between KSI and Logan Paul. Really? Amazing. That will be interesting for sure. Okay, let's drop the gear, guys. Get some speed brakes on. We'll start dropping the flaps as well now. Let's just check the flap limits. 250. Okay, cool. We'll drop the flaps at 250. There we go, and 210, 200, cool. Still trying to find that ILS frequency 409. If there is one. Oh well, it's fine. Can always fly visually, guys. It's all good. Okay, flaps are down. Landing gear is good. Spoilers are arms, guys. Happy days. Alrighty. So yeah, who's going to win that boxing match? Now I've sorted the plane out. Who is going to win the boxing match? Do you think? Between KSI and Logan Paul, eh? Altimeter going to get to 998, yeah. There we are, and we'll do the same on this side. Lovely. Okay, busy. Terrible visibility here, guys. But we're all good. 57 sub-streaks before, but now 101. Yes, no, thank you, Venkatish. Thank you very much, man. It's yeah, much appreciated. It's been good. It's been good, man. Still looking for these. Still trying to see if we can jump on the ILS here. ILS frequency 409 is 108.50 and a heading of 091. Cool, let's get that in. 108.50 because it wasn't in the X-plane on the X-plane site. There we are. Course of 091. It's the quickest way to do that. 2, 1. Sweet. There we go. We can stop this X-plane, please. KSI supports a British guy. Awesome. That is awesome, Venkatish. Support the right man. I agree. Not a fan of Logan Paul. Alright guys. What we'll do is once we are roughly on final, we'll grab the localizer here. As we're still descending to our final altitude, actually 1990 apparently. Cool. 1990 for final there, sweet. Runway changes guys, runway changes are busy. There we are. Visibility is still shocking, just another check. Flaps gear, spoilers armed, ILS is tuned, courses are set, altimeters are set, happy days. Alright, so we'll fly left, right, get on the ILS, hopefully grab that glide slope on our way down. Some thick old clouds guys, but thank you for your patience there while I made that runway change. I was expecting 27, we got 09. It's all good, we won't upset the traffic now. Uh, 3,000 above and 2 miles. Okay. Glide slope is looking good. 16 DME from the airport, sweet. Alright, so let's play some announcements then, guys.
Latitude for landing, please.
That was short, there we are. Okay, so you can see we are about 10 miles or so from our destination now. I love that the yokes turn now in this plane, it's great, much more authentic. Alright, I'm glad we are flying an ILS guys, I had to get that tuned in because, yeah, just could not have flown that visually at all. Okay, I haven't practiced this approach, I've only practiced 2.7, but fingers crossed we can get her in, eh? Get the localizer ready.
$2,500.
So there's not a lot of like OpenStreetMap data for this part of the world, so you just have to sort of rely on the ortho scenery. Okay. Here is our localizer, guys. There we are. Sweet. Establish. We'll go approach mode. VNav path and glide slope. When we hit that glide slope. Gonna arm that second autopilot, guys, just in case this is a Cat 3 landing in the end. Properly foggy, guys, properly foggy down here. Still no glide slope, which is weird. whatever. Yep, it's all set. There we go. And we are still 10 miles away, so maybe we just haven't hit the glide slope yet. How many years have I been a teacher? I've been a teacher for just over 2 years now, sir. Just over 2 years. Very much enjoying it. Where the heck is that airport, guys? Over here, I guess. Yes, visibility, visibility, seriously. Ah, here we go, here's our glide path, there we are. I was panicking for no reason, guys. Just picked up the glide slope just fine. Okay, cool. But wow, the, yeah, visibility. Ah, there we go, now I see the runway. Sweet, there it is. Okay, cool. Okay. So I'm just going to let the autopilot fly it down for a little bit longer here, guys. Almost 1,000, exactly. Cool. Alright, I'll take the plane. Oh, yeah.
Approaching 09. Approaching runways.
Flight slow. Flight slow.
400.
Flight slow. Flight slow. Flight slow.
You can feel that ground effect take you at about
300.
400 there.
Flight slow. Flight slow. Flight slow.
The winds are not too bad.
Flight slow. Flight slow.
Minimums.
Flight slow.
100.
Flight slow. Flight slow.
50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
Caution, on taxiway, on taxiway.
375. All right, that's fine. I haven't had a lot of practice landing the 737. That's all right. We'll get it down at 375. That's fine.
80 knots.
There we go. Okay, guys. Welcome everybody to a rather beautiful looking, newly textured Delhi airport, guys. So flaps and stuff are clean. Let's get the APU started. It was alright. It was alright, man. I'm not great at landing the 737s, especially the heavier ones, but that was alright. It was okay, wasn't it? Okay, where are we exiting to here, guys?
Thank you for flying with us today. We hope you've had a pleasant experience, and we look
As it loads in our airport map. There we are. Cool. Wow, this is a big old airport, guys. Size of this, jeez. Should we just should we go park it at a hangar to the left? Yeah, it was alright last stop, wasn't it? It was alright, man. We made it. We made it, man. It's all good. Sweet. APU is not ready yet. It's fine. going to taxi off at the end. What do we reckon? I'll taxi off here, and then we'll park up by one of these hangars. Because it is a long old way. If we were to go all the way to the terminal, it would be a long old way. The passengers can get a bus. What do you say? I also think we touched down early, which is something. It doesn't happen often. It's usually a long landing with me. There we go. There's taxi down here, guys. Lovely. Okay, APU 1, 2, please. There we go. See, remembered where the APU bleed was this time, guys. On our FMC, we can go menu, we can go flight phase end. Sweet. There we go. So the passengers are quiet while they're ready, while they're waiting to disembark. I love these new. I do love these new airport environment textures. Alrighty. Well, shall we go? Let's go over here. This hangar looks nice. We'll just park up on this apron. Call a bus ahead for the passengers, and the plane's going in for some service. 375 was hard, which is fair. 375 is towards the firmer end of landings. There we go. Okay, so